I'm Theresa V, and this is the place to be if you're a sensitive love warrior who wants to feel more alive and on purpose while having more impact in this world that you love. Each month, I check in with our beloved archangels to see what advice they have for us as we navigate the energies throughout the month. And this month, our angels are talking about being at the forefront of change. They share about what we've been through in the great shift and what we can expect moving forward. The massive healing we've been through and probably didn't even realize. The prayer you've been putting out for so long that is finally coming to fruition in the most aligned way possible. What will be happening with you, both energetically and in your physical life. And the thing that we all do that is guaranteed to hold us back as we move forward in this new paradigm if we don't stop doing it. Stay tuned. First of all, our angels are coming through with this huge energy of congratulations. They're saying you did it. You made it through the great shift. They're so proud of us and the fact that we're still here navigating these energies. It has been a really rough time, and they're acknowledging that, and they're acknowledging us for everything we've done in the midst of it to make it through to this point. And the human part of me always hesitates with messages like this, but I'm going to trust them on it. They're saying that we're through the biggest part of this shift, the most uncomfortable part. And in that, they want to acknowledge the discomfort that we have been living in the recent past especially. You will always be at the forefront of change. That is part of who you are. That's what you've signed on for. That's what we've all signed on for and why we're here together. And they want to acknowledge that being at the forefront of change has been a very lonely place. When we find ourselves in groups of people and we feel and know that we are the only ones looking at the world a certain way. It's almost like we are speaking a different language and looking through different eyeglasses than everyone else. And it can be very lonely. It can be very isolating. They have been there this whole time. Your divine team has been there, and you've felt them. You've invited in that support. And at the same time, they acknowledge that it is different in your experience, having them there versus having other people there that you can hug, that you can be present with in a physical way. In this time, communities will start to come together. The people that are so aligned with you, the people that are your soul family, your spiritual kin, will start to come together, and not in an exclusionary way, the way we've seen in the great resistance that occurred simultaneously with and in response to the great shift. And they want you to rest into this knowing. They want you to really get clear on how you want to feel in community, how you want to feel with the people you're around all the time. We have felt like the outsider for so long that we might not even be able to kind of tap into that. So if that is hard for you, look at how you've been feeling that doesn't feel good to you, and then think about what the opposite of that would be, and come up with the words, with the feelings. Practice feeling them. Practice letting those feelings in so that you can vibrationally put out exactly what it is that you want, and the right people can start coming to you. In this heart and soul-based paradigm, we will be so much more able to navigate the world by letting those harmonics work, by letting the magnetics work. The energy is much lighter and can work in a much more ease and grace-filled way. The angels want to acknowledge that you've moved through a lot of energies, both personal and global, throughout this huge shift. You move the world through this shift. So allow yourself to celebrate. It takes strength and endurance and fortitude to do something like that. So please, please acknowledge what you've been through. And as they mentioned before, about feeling lonely, about feeling alone or isolated, That's been one of the biggest fears in our sensitive community, being alone, feeling lonely. It is why we hold on to relationships, to practices, to situations that we know feel misaligned. We've been so afraid of feeling loneliness, of feeling isolation. So your angels are acknowledging that part of this time that's just passed has been your healing through that deep-seated fear, so that from now on you can release what no longer serves you with much more ease and grace, because that fear has been cleared. It has been healed on a very deep level. And most of us didn't even realize that this was happening, and we held the energy for each other. We came together in places like this so that we could feel connected. So they want to acknowledge this and to let you know that moving forward, it's okay to let go. It's okay to follow the guidance that might feel a little scary, that might have caused you to feel fear of loneliness before, so that you can more directly follow the guidance and get to where you want to be more quickly and more efficiently. This prayer of coming together in community that we've had for so long, we've been longing to feel that sense of connection that makes sense to us, that we know is possible, that we've lived through in lifetimes past, not only in a human to human way, but in a way that we are communicating vibrationally rather than just with words. That is happening. And we're coming together in a much more aligned way than we would have just a few years ago. The angels also want us to know that we will all be in a state of continual refinement, especially for the next year. And in this, they continually bring the energy back to, you will not feel loneliness the way you did. You will not feel abandoned. You will not feel that sense of aloneness that you've been through. They want to keep reminding us of this, and they keep bringing that celebratory energy in while they're sharing this, so that we can come back to that knowing. We can come back to that focus of what we want to feel and what we deserve to feel. The state of refinement that they're talking about is both personal and in the work that we're here to do. The light particles that are bombarding us, bombarding the earth, are coming much more strongly now. And we will be able to take in more of them, the appropriate ones that are aligned with what we are here to do now, because we have worked through clearing so much, both personally and globally. So we will be accepting and able to bring in these light particles that are here to upgrade our divine blueprint and our mission, our purpose here. You can see how being able to let go of the old while this is happening, the path is just being laid before us, and we are the only things that can stop ourselves from moving forward. We've been upgraded during this time. We will continue to be upgraded, and the process won't feel rough in the same way that it's felt rough in the last couple of years. They want us to know that working together as a global community, coming together, is much more feasible and accessible because of what we have been through. All the pain, all of the clearing, all of the discomfort was not for nothing. It was exactly as we knew it was deep down, for the great clearing, for the great shift. And because of it, the world can choose to come together in a much more peace-filled way, internally, within the family and friendships, and within the global population. This tendency to hold on to what is no longer aligned is the one thing that can hold us back now. When we get that guidance, when we know that it is true guidance, when it comes over and over again and it feels right to us underneath potential discomfort, we need to follow that guidance. We need to be open to it. We need to ask if it feels overwhelming. Okay, what is my first step? And then allow that guidance to come to lead us to our first step, and then our second step, and then what's next and what's next. Allowing the path to be laid before us. And this isn't happening to us. This is happening with our input. We need to continually explore how we want to feel. So it's not just about, oh, I'm being called into this. If that doesn't feel right to you, if it doesn't feel like it makes your heart sing, how do you want to feel in your life? How do you want to feel in the work that you're here to do? That is our job, to continuously put out that vibration of how we want to feel, to continuously work to get ourselves into those feelings, even if there's no reason in our lives to be feeling them. We need to do the visualization. We need to do the practice so that the correct steps to get us from here to there, to build the bridge, can start to come, and we can follow them with more ease, with more grace, and less resistance. That feels very complete from our angels for this month. If you would like to be held in the vibration of healing each and every day by me and the angels, consider joining the Healing Hub, where you will receive daily energy work, inspiration, and transmissions of light. For more information, follow the link in the description of this video or in the comments section below. Thank you as always for being here. I am so thrilled to be on this journey with you and to witness you in your growth and your expansion and in the amazing impact that you're having in this world just by being who you are. I look forward to seeing you grow even more into who you are now in this coming year. Thank you also for sharing these videos out so freely with anyone and everyone who needs these messages. This is the way that the angels can reach us and create healing on this planet. They can only reach us if we are willing and able to hear them. Sending you so much love and gratitude.